Niger's capital, Niamey, various international fashion designers came together in November this year to showcase their work at the International Festival of African Fashion, or FIMA. Now in its 11th year, FIMA wants to help African designers market their work both at home and abroad. FIMA is the brainchild of Niger's top designer, Seydnali Sid Hamed, better known as Alpha D.
We started in 1998 and now we're in 2009. It's 11 years exactly. The magic is that there's so much love. I gave my heart, and I believe that the heart spoke, and creativity also came calling. It's a way of giving Africans a chance, to Europe as well, because the European-African exchange sets the standards for the creations. The appreciation is fantastic.
Upcoming designers also participated this year, and 10 of them were picked to compete in the L'Afrique est à la mode, or Africa is in fashion category. 29-year-old Senson is from Uganda. He incorporates recycled materials in his designs.
This collection is called Urban Africa. It's a transition. It answers the concept of the transition, which is the theme for this year's Africa est à la mode. And what happens is I'm using jeans that or jean material that is discarded by shops. Usually they put it away as old stock. So I go to them and talk to them about the concept of recycling, so I can reuse the jeans and stuff. And then this is organic Ugandan cotton, which is actually hand dyed using a batik technique with natural dyes by, of course, groups of women.
I
started sewing when I was 6 with my mother. She's a tailor and so is my father. We are a tailoring family. It's a great day for me today because winning this competition is a big deal in this country. I represent my beautiful country, Niger, and I'm very proud to be born here.
My collection is called Life is a Journey and speaks of a prima donna. To me, a prima donna is a well-organized woman who's simple and practical. I work with normal fabric, but this time I used African cloth. It's always colorful and adds value to my collection.
The week-long fashion festival is also an important chance for models to meet prospective agents and exchange ideas on how to further their careers.
As an African model, this is very important for me because it's one of the grand events in Africa that is witnessed all over the world. We might not be gracing European runways, but the chance to participate at this event, FIMA, to be precise, it's majestic for me.
Pas seulement pour elle, parce que c'est aussi grandiose pour moi, parce que depuis 10 ans, j'ai pas arrêté de venir.
It's great for me as well, because I've been coming here for 10 years. As she says, we might not walk the runways in the West, but here we have an opportunity to model for Jean-Paul Gaultier, Jean Douce, designers whom we might not meet physically, but have seen on TV.
This year's edition also looked at ways in which fashion can help African economies grow by creating new fashion labels and job opportunities. Lami is one of the up-and-coming designers from Niger and presented her second collection at FIMA this year. Although she's a TV journalist, Lami hopes that she can soon give up her day job and go full into designing.
Là, je me suis inspirée des mèches. Je me suis dit que les mèches ne servent pas que.
I was inspired by synthetic braids. They are not only for the hair. Look at what I've done with them. These are bra made from braids. It has stars at the end. The one item that has really pleased me is this one. These are braids plated and stitched on the bra. This is inspired by fabric that is locally made.
Pateo, who's based in Ivory Coast, also displayed his work. The veteran designer has dressed famous African personalities like Nelson Mandela and says that it's important for African designers to find a way to live off their art.
La mode, c'est pas un spectacle.
Fashion is not a spectacle. It is a commercial operation. It has a financial purpose. When funds have to be invested into collections that are presented, you cannot create and then not sell. That in particular is terrible.
As the fashion event drew to a close, the young designers presented their creations, but it was 29-year-old Thokozani Mbata, or Black Pepper from South Africa, who scooped the top prize. He gets a chance to work with an established designer house in Paris and show his work at major fashion weeks abroad. Bata also receives financial support for a fashion studio and a new collection.
I like to use buy a plain material and reprint it myself, and using different iridescent materials, which are, if you can look at the lining inside. With me, the clothes have to be beautiful outside as much as they should be beautiful inside, and the detail is very important in me, because when they I always aspire that what makes a garment stand out has to also go to the spirit, like it has to also contain a spiritualism of some sort.
Making it in the cutthroat world of high fashion remains a huge challenge for African designers. Festivals like FIMA give them a platform to share ideas and market their work better. For future designers, this is an opportunity to establish careers in the industry and inspire new trends in African fashion.